Hi all, in this video I will teach you about interpolation and the different methods used in interpolation. If y0, y1, y2 etc. yn are the different values of an unknown function y is equal to f of x corresponding to the values x0, x1, x2 etc. xn, then the value of that function for a given value x that lies within the interval x0, xn can be found out by interpolation. If these values of x, that is x0, x1, x2 etc. xn are all equally spaced, that is they are at equal intervals, the differences of x are all same, then we can use both Newton backward or forward interpolation formula. If they are not equally spaced, that is the differences of x are not equal, then we can use Lagrange interpolation or Newton's divided difference interpolation. In this video, I am going to teach you about forward or backward interpolation. The forward interpolation formula is given by f of x equal to y naught plus p into delta y naught plus p into p minus 1 divided by 2 factorial into delta square y naught etc. Here you can remember, for forward we have p into p minus 1, p into p minus 1 into p minus 2, p into p minus 1 into p minus 2 into p minus 3, where x naught is the value above the given value x from the table, and these are the forward differences which are the corresponding values from the table. P can be obtained using the formula x minus x naught by h, where h is the differences of the values of x which are at equal intervals. The Newton's backward interpolation formula is given by, here you can observe the formula is related to the term q. We have q plus 1, q plus 2 and so on. Here all the terms are all positive. Here xn is the value below given x from the table, and these are the backward differences which are obtained from the table. Q can be used with this formula x minus xn by h. Problem 1. Compute a 7D value of the basis function at x equal to 1.72 using both forward as well as backward interpolation formula. We can use both forward and backward interpolation formula because the values of x are all equally spaced. The differences of x are all 0.1. 1.8 minus 1.7 is 0.1. 1.9 minus 1.8 is again 0.1. 2.0 minus 1.9 is again 0.1. All are equally spaced. So h is 0.1. Therefore, we can use both forward as well as backward interpolation formula. Now let us construct the first difference table. If you have 4 different values, we will get 3 different columns for differences. First difference can be obtained, and we got this value by subtracting second term minus first term right in between these two values. The next value can be obtained by subtracting third term minus second term right in between these two values. The next value can be obtained by subtracting fourth term minus third term right in between these two values. So we have finished with the first differences. Similarly, we can write the second differences by subtracting second value minus first value right in between. The next value is third value minus second value right in between, and the next difference can be obtained by writing second value minus first value right in between. So we have finished with the difference table. Always we will be ending up with only one single digit number. Either it can be a 0 or it can be a non-zero value. To find the value of that function, basis function at x equal to 1.72 using forward interpolation formula. Here we have to use both forward as well as backward interpolation formula. So for forward interpolation formula, we need the values like x0, y0, delta y0, delta square y0, delta cube y0. and x equal to 1.72 lies between 1.7 and 1.8, and x naught is nothing but the value above x from the table, and this is the value above x. So this is our x naught, corresponding value y naught, delta y naught, delta square y naught, delta cube y naught. Forward formula, these are the values. H, I told you, it is the differences of x, 0.1. Use these values to find out p, and then we know the remaining values, forward differences. Substitute in the forward interpolation formula. Using calculator, we get the answer as 0.3864183. Now next we have to use backward interpolation formula. Please note that both forward and backward differences has the same table. So we are using the same table for using backward interpolation. Again, our x lies between these two values. Okay, but since we are using backward interpolation, xn is the value below x from the table. I can use the end of the table, the value 2.0 as xn. This will be yn. This will be del yn, del square yn, del cube yn. So xn is the value below x. I can use the end of the tabled values. From these values we can compute q using x. Xn is 2.0 and h is 0.1. Q is minus 2.8. These are the tabled values. Substitute in this backward interpolation formula and you get the answer as 0.386418. But this seems to be very lengthy because we have so many values to substitute in the calculator. I can use another method for using the backward interpolation formula. We know that our x lies between 1.7 and 1.8. Using the corner value of as xn, that is 2.0 as xn, I will use the value just below x. I will take this as xn. So this will be yn. This will be del yn. And there is no value above this value, so there is no del square yn. So using only these three values, I can get the answer at an instant without wasting much of my time. But still we get the same answer. Q is obtained by x minus xn by h. We have xn as 1.8 and h as 0.1. We get q as 0.8. See, only I told you we need only these two values. Substituting these two values in the table, in the formula, using calculator, we get the answer at a very instant. Both are same answer. So this method can be used. Instead of using the corner values, you can use the value just below x for backward interpolation formula. Similarly, for forward interpolation, we can use the value just above x. Problem 2. Compute a 4D value of cos h 0.56 using Newton's interpolation formula from the following table. So they have given you the tabled values. They have asked you to find out the value of this function cos h 0.56. So it is very clear that our function is cos hx. So f of x is cos hx. We have to compute this function at x equal to 0.56. Sometimes students will take x as cos h 0.56, which is wrong. Cos x is a function. We are computing that function at x equal to 0.56. Construct the table. 0.56 lies between these two values. Since it is at the beginning of the table, we can use forward interpolation formula. Because they have not mentioned you whether we have to use forward or backward, it is up to us to decide which formula is better to give much more approximate answer and to avoid less error. So since it is at the beginning, we can use forward interpolation to minimize the error, and the value above x will be x naught, and the corresponding values I have written. Using the forward interpolation formula, substitute, and you get the answer as 1.1609. Problem 3. Find an interpolating polynomial to the following data using Newton's backward interpolation formula. Here they have asked you to find out the polynomial. They have not asked you to find out the value of a function at all, at an value of x. Instead, they have asked you to find out the polynomial. So construct the difference table as usual. Since we are using backward interpolation, use the corner values at the end of the table. So this is xn, yn, del square yn, del cube yn, del raised to 4 yn. In our backward interpolation formula, I have written all those tabled values here. Compute q. Q is x minus xn by h. We don't know x, but we know xn. Xn is 7, and h is the width of x, the differences of x, which is 1. So we get q as x minus 7. Okay, substitute in this backward interpolation formula, we get a polynomial. Problem 4. From the data given below, find the number of students whose weight is between 60 and 70. We can see that from the table we have a grouped data. We are going to convert it to a ungrouped data. That is, the number of students who weighs between 0 and 40 is 250. The number of students who weigh between 40 and 60 is 120. So these are all grouped data. It can be converted to ungrouped data. Like the number of students who weigh below 40 is 250. The number of students who weigh below 60 means the number of students who weigh below 40 is also included. So 250 plus 120 will be 370. The students who weigh below 80 means below 60 and below 40 are also counted. So 370 plus 100 would be 470. So below 100 will be 470 plus 70, which is 540. Below 120 will be 540 plus 50, which is 590. So we have converted the group data to ungrouped data. Here the values of x are all at equal intervals: 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. So therefore h is 20. Okay. Now we can use both backward as well as forward interpolation formula. But we have to find out the number of students whose weight is between 60 and 70. So we have to subtract these two, f of 70 minus f of 60. Okay. Now f of 60 is 370 from the table. The number of students who weigh below 60 is 370 from the table. Now we have to compute only f of 70 using forward or backward, and this is the difference table we have calculated. And you know 70 lies between 60 and 80, okay, which is at the beginning of the table. So it is better we use forward interpolation formula. And how can you choose the values x naught, y naught? This is our x naught, the value above x. This is our y naught. This is our delta y naught. This is our delta square y naught. This is our delta cube y naught. Now there is no delta raised to 4 y naught because there is no value below 10 from the table. Okay. Now compute p, x minus x naught by h. I told you h is 20, so we get p as 0.5. Substitute in the forward interpolation formula, we get the answer approximately as 424. Because we are computing number of students, we have to approximate the decimal number. So it is 424. Now we have to subtract these two, the number of students who weigh below 70 minus the number of students who weigh below 60. So 54. So these are the number of students. 54. There are 54 number of students who weigh between 60 and 70. Problem 5. The value of e raised to 2x are given below from the different values of x. Find the value of e raised to 0.05. So they have given you the function, it is e raised to 2x. They have asked you to compute e raised to 0.05. From this it is understood that our function is e raised to 2x, but we have to find e raised to 0.05. So equating these two, 2x equal to 0.05, so the value of x is 0.025. Okay, and they have not told you whether we have to use forward interpolation or backward interpolation. Here the values of x are all at equal intervals. H is 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. You can see all the differences of x are same. So you can use either forward or backward. But here we have to compute 0.025, which is in the beginning of the table. That is, it lies between 0 and 0.1. So it is better if you use forward interpolation formula to minimize the error. And this is error x0, y0, delta y0, delta square y0, delta cube y0, delta raised to 4 y0. Okay, now use these values in our forward interpolation formula. We get the answer at 1.105166. We can find out p using this formula. From the following table, find the value of tan 45 degree 15 minutes. So here also our function is tan x, and what is x here? 45 degree 15 minutes. Okay, construct the table. 45 degree 15 minutes lies between 45 and 46, therefore it is better we use forward interpolation formula. Okay, and p is obtained using x minus x naught by h. You can use your calculator. Make sure you put a degree and minutes when you are using calculator. You will get 0.25. Okay, substitute in our Newton's forward interpolation formula. We get the answer as 3.1977. I hope you have understood this. Thank you.